y'all, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from today's title, this is going to be me doing my daughter's room makeover or reveal. This is going to be a two-part episode. I did not get to finish the room completely in time enough for my daughter to get home. As you follow along, you may see her little head bobbing in and out of the frame. That is because I did not complete the entire room, decorating it specifically until the next day, which would have been January 8th, and that is her birthday. My intentions when filming this video and decorating my daughter's room was to have it done by January 8th, which is her birthday, and that would happen the day she turned 2. Well, that is the day she turned 2. I wanted to show you guys exactly where I started from. If you came here or you joined or you subscribed from my other video of me cleaning my daughter's room, you would have noticed in that video that the room was completely bare. There wasn't this much stuff in her room at the time, and that is because when I clean each room in my house, I also spent the time to clean my garage. My garage is where everything in the house was stored. So in order for me to put things away or go through things, I had to tackle the garage simultaneously while tackling the room. So I am going to go through everything in this room. You will see me touch everything in this room in this video. I'm going to go through it. I am going to be decluttering. I'm going to be donating items, just cleaning out her closet, doing the work. So this is just a big deep cleaning video, and then also decorating added in. Here I'm starting off first by going through all of her clothing. This is clothing that I had just washed or previously washed, so I'm going to put those away first, and then I am going to begin taking everything out of the room like I always do. Y'all know I start from top to bottom, and everything has to be removed out of the room first in order for me to do a deep clean. When I deep clean, like I said, I love to go from top to bottom just to make sure I get every inch of the room. If you are new here, I started this channel when I first moved into this house, so this is basically kind of like a moving series. It's me unpacking my house. You guys are going along with me as I unpack and organize my house. This is not just, oh, she was living in her house and it looked like this. No. If you go back from my very first video, which would have been my empty house tour of 2024, you would see my house from where it started, and the videos as they have been posted is me going along on that journey. So I am going to take everything out of this room. I am going to then dust the walls, dust the fan, clean the window, vacuum the floors, and I moved everything, like got behind everything, and I'll mop, and then I'll start to bring things that belong into the room, take things out of the room that don't belong in the room. Now some of this will be in this video and some of it won't be in this video. It will be in the next video, but all in all, these are the things that you're going to see me do in this video. My daughter's room was so important to me to take care of and complete, just because at the time of me filming this video, my daughter was going through a transition, and I'll just explain a little bit here. From the moment she was born, she had her own room that was completely decorated. It felt like home. It was cozy, and that is what she lived in up until we had to move. So once we moved into this house, and as you guys saw in the previous video of me cleaning my daughter's room, If you haven't seen that video, please go and check it out. You'll see where we started from. through this transition of moving houses, my daughter also had to go through the transition of starting school. So when she started, she was doing great. And around the time I was speaking with my best friend who has 3 kids, and she informed me that my daughter could possibly go through something called night terrors, and that they normally start when a kid, starts preschool. So I am not going to lie, I'm glad she told me about it, because it happened. It was something that my daughter was experiencing. Night terrors are basically a toddler's experience with sleepwalking. So basically, my child was asleep, but she didn't know, we didn't know she was asleep, and she didn't know she was asleep. She would get up out of her bed and come into our room just kind of like screaming and crying, and she would be looking at us, but it was like she didn't know who we were, or what was going on. It was a really tough time for all of us. My sleep was, I was becoming sleep deprived. My sleep wasn't good. My sleep schedule was very off. The same thing for Liana and my husband as well. At this time, we did have to put a toddler bed inside our room, because my daughter, she would go to sleep in her room, but she would wake up in the middle of the night, and then she would come and get in our bed. And that's just kind of how it worked for a while there. And I couldn't understand what was going on, just because my daughter has always slept in her own room, in her own bed, the full entire night. So this was very unusual for me. So once I realized what my daughter was going through, because like I said, my best friend had mentioned it to me, I took it upon myself to study and research what it was and figure out better ways to help my child. These ways consisted of cleaning her room up, which it always was very clean because there wasn't anything in it. But like I said, at the time, if I am unpacking my house to make it comfortable, I did have to bring some things in it. So this is kind of what her room was looking like, which is kind of a bit crowded and personal. So I took it upon myself to make it my mission to decorate her room and change everything around. Now, with that being my thought and my mission, I still had to get a few items in which I had to wait for those to be delivered. Once I had everything delivered, I went into her room and I decorated it, and you'll see the finished product. With this decoration and just making sure my child's room is clean at all times, her sleep schedule at the current present time is back to the way it was when she first was born. She sleeps in her room, and she sleeps in her room the whole entire night. There's no coming and getting in my bed. There's no waking up in the middle of the night. There's no screaming. There's no hollering. She just goes to sleep, and she stays asleep till the next morning. And that is something I love. It definitely helped my mental health, my man's mental health, because like when I say we were going through it, like sleep deprived and hating life at the same time. Like, it was not fun. Now, I did enjoy it as a challenge because I'm a first time mom. I didn't know what I was going through. I didn't understand the things that I needed to do to better the situation. But once I got the hang of it and I did my research, oh God, if I have another child and they go through this, I'm thankful that I've already been through this, because then I know what to do. Also, another thing that helps with keeping night terrors away is to make sure, if you have a toddler that and they're experiencing night terrors, that the room is well lit. Like, keep the room well lit. And at the end, I am going to show you guys what my daughter's room looked like at night, and how well lit it is. And that's another thing. I mean, there are times when my daughter does wake up at night, but she's not getting up and coming out of her room. She'll wake up and she'll put herself back to sleep. And I think because of the way the room looks, it feels, and the fact that there's so much lighting in it, I definitely took care of the night terror problem. So that is a win-win for me. I'm not sure if I do have any mamas on here who have toddlers, and if you do have a toddler and you are a mama and you are subscribed to me, put a heart down in those comments so I know. And I hope that this information helps you, because like I said, I am a first time mom, and had it not been for my best friend mentioning night terrors to me when I told her my daughter had started preschool, I would have never known that this was something that my daughter could have experienced. Also, I do read a lot of parenting books. I do check out a lot of different, not just books, but articles and journals and things like that. I've done my research, and I continue to do my research because most times I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and that's just honesty. I just try my best and I go with the flow. Most days that's enough, and some days it's not, but I take care of the things I gotta take care of, and I do what I gotta do, and I learn and keep evolving. And I hope if you are a first time mom that you give yourself grace the way I give myself grace. I love to give myself grace because being a mom is hard. It's hard. Plain and simple. I love it, but it's hard. It's next level hard, and it'll always help you evolve and develop into the person that you're supposed to be. So if you're a mama and you have a toddler, I just want to let you know I love you, and I know you're doing the best that you can do, and keep doing the best that you can do, because you are the best mommy for your little one. I just enjoy doing this room. Taking out my daughter's first toddler bed, her Montessori bed here that you see, the white one. I enjoy getting this out of the room. I'm not gonna lie. I was done with this bed. Oh my gosh, it was creaky, it was old. Whenever I would put my daughter down for a bed, I tend to lay in the bed with her, to put her down, just lay next to her. I read her books, and then after I read her books, we just lay there until she falls asleep, which normally does not take long. But whenever I would go to get out of this bed, y'all, the bed was telling on me. Oh my gosh, it would be so loud, it would creak so loud. It was just, most of the time, like, I was just creeping out of the room and praying to God that it didn't wake her up, because the moment I would move and it did, I would have to sit in the room again for at least another 15 to 30 minutes just to make sure she's all the way into sleep mode or dream mode, or REM as they would call it, so that I can get out the room. So yeah, putting together her new bed frame was my highlight of this room. I mean, I love her room to bits because all of it is my hard work put into it, but it also shows that my daughter's character, because she loves Bluey. Sorry sorry guys, sorry to ruin the surprise, but this is a Bluey theme room, and I love putting it together. I love seeing my hard work. I love to see my daughter's reaction. I did not get her initial reaction when she first saw the room, but I did get gosh, sorry, I was tongue tied there. I did get her post reaction, or a few reactions after she first saw the room. So I am going to actually insert those in at the end of this. I guess I'll do it at the end of this video. I'll let you guys see where I ended off at, because like I said, this is a two-part episode, just because I did not finish the room in this video here, but I got majority of it done, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Being a mother is one of my favorite blessings that God has given to me. I've always wanted to be a mother. I take pride in making sure I give my best to my daughter because she deserves the best and only the best. So I just take so much pride in being a mom, and I take so much pride in the reaction or the routines that my daughter and habits that my daughter develop just from her environment being clean, structured, and just knowing her place. My toddler is very smart. Believe it or not, she is 2. She turned 2 January 8th. And she's already writing, like no more of that just like scribbling. She actually is like making letters. Like it's crazy to me. I am just starstruck or struck period or stunned or just shocked, and a lot of my family members say to me like, oh, why are you so shocked about this, because you were this smart too. To be honest, when I was a child, I was reading at a very early age, reading and writing. It was some of the things that I love to do, so it's pretty cool to see those traits in my daughter and in my child. I am very proud of that, but I'm also very shocked, very stunned, and a little scared because my daughter is growing right before my eyes, and she's growing rapidly and very fast. So yeah, I try to enjoy and savor these moments because I won't get them back again. My daughter will only be this little one time. I am also very grateful to have this YouTube channel and to have started it when I did, because I am able to look back on moments and times where I was struggling, or if I wasn't struggling and I'm prospering, I can look back on those things and actually, view it and experience it and just remember how I felt in those moments. And I love that. This is kind of like a time capsule for me, or a keepsake for me, to be able to see, my child grow and me grow as a mom. So I truly am grateful for all the blessings that I have, and I'm grateful for this channel, and I'm grateful for my subscribers. I have a few subscribers that I really, really connect with. I have a subscriber named Rebecca. You know who she is. I adore her. She is always commenting on my videos, just with positivity and love, and I love that. I do get some negative comments, and I'm just gonna let y'all know, if you comment on my videos with a negative comment, I just want to say, and I don't use these words often, but I'm gonna let you know right now, if you're coming with a negative comment, I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Keep it to yourself. I only want to spread positivity and love and just show my journey and my story and share that with you guys for other people out in the world who need it. There is someone who may watch my video and be like, oh my god, I don't like this, I don't want to watch this. Please don't. I appreciate you clicking on it. I appreciate you viewing it for however long you viewed it, but when you decided that this is no longer for me, you do not need to comment on my video telling me what you don't like, because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a fuck. Okay? Not one. There's no fuck given over here. Okay? So you can take it somewhere else. But if you should have some positivity that you want to give to me and you want to share with me, please do. I'm all for positivity. I'm all for hearing you guys' stories. Rebecca is one of those people whose story I have gotten to know, and I appreciate her for that. I appreciate her for reaching out to me. My girl is in Ireland. Okay? Ireland. Hey girl, hey, I appreciate you from all the way over there. So positivity is a must on this channel, and that's what you guys will always get from me. Any negativity, keep it away from me, please and thank you. I love you guys. And if you made it this far, I want to thank you for taking the time to view my video. I ask that you remember to please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell to know when I do post a video. I would appreciate it. And once again, if you're coming here with any negativity, take it somewhere else. Go find somebody else to subscribe to who content that you like. Don't put it on my video, because I don't want your negativity. I want positivity. And I'll state that again. Positivity. And I want to get back to the video. So you guys see me cleaning up off the top of this dresser, and it may look like I'm just like picking at stuff, but it was a whole bunch of loose earrings for my daughter all over the dresser. So I had to take the time to get them all up and put them into one place so that they wouldn't get lost. And then I cleaned the dresser off, or just organized it a bit. And I am going to be putting her Bluey pictures on the wall. Now, simultaneously, you guys cannot see my man, but he is actually putting together her stuffed animal, like hammock or whatever, or corner shelf or whatever, in the corner. And he's also putting together her wall shelves. He asked to put them up off camera, and honestly, I just respect my man's wishes, and I didn't record him doing that, but I did record me putting up her Bluey pictures. Now, my daughter, she doesn't mind me putting things up or doing things while she's home, but I mind it. That's something that I mind. I normally try to complete everything, and I'm gonna say normally because on a normal basis, usually I will finish everything before she gets home. So I drop my kid off at school, and from 9 to about 2 o'clock is when I'm getting everything done. I normally give myself about an hour or two to just relax before I go and actually pick my daughter up from school. So she goes to school from 9 to 5. We normally pick her up somewhere around 4:30, and then we bring her home. So as you can see, she is home at this moment, and so I am going to only get up the 2 Bluey pictures in this video, and then I'll finish it in the next episode when she's not home, just because I just like to interact with my child. I engage with my child more often than I am engaging with adults. I normally am hands-on always with my child, so that is something that needs to be kept in mind when watching my videos. Alrighty, so this is the finished product or finished look. This is the next morning when I came into the room to resume decorating and putting everything away. And that will be in the next episode, so look for it after this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys then. Thank you and bye. And don't forget, I love you, and if you're a mom, keep momming, baby.